Hi and welcome to my top 10 tips on how to lift your mood. If that didn't make you smile, then I don't know what will. Where to start? So let's begin with a little bit about me. So I've been battling with depression and anxiety for years. It's kind of like a byproduct of having ME. I kind of find that that's where it's kind of started. But my anxiety side of things seems to have been something that I've suffered with since being a teenager. I didn't realise this until a few weeks ago. And it's something where I went to school and I would have this fear and just be so anxious about things, whether it's just going to class and whether it's changed to a different room, with like 100 questions going on in my head. It's not just about people accepting you and having that fear whether people like you. I also had so many worries that I wouldn't be accepted because of things that I enjoy doing that nobody else liked. That's where my anxiety seemed to start, and then over the years they got a hell of a lot worse, but I'm working on them. They are now over the last 4 years, mostly the last 2 years, where I've really worked on my anxieties and they've reduced massively, and I feel like I've got a much better control on it all, whereas before it was completely taken over my life. So these are the things that have helped me with my depression or my anxiety, that help me lift my mood when I am really struggling. So here are my tips for you.
Tip number 1, listening to music. It just lifts your soul. Just hearing something, upbeat is really good, but I'm more of an acoustic gal. I love myself a bit of country. Tip number 2, sing your little heart out. It makes you feel so good. The reason you can't hear me right now is because I cannot sing for shit, so it's muted for your own benefit. Tip number 3, dance. Just dance like nobody is watching. Look at me go. Do I give a shit? No. This is what I'm like in my kitchen all the time, especially when I'm cooking. If I'm feeling good, I'm dancing around that kitchen. I do not care what I look like. As you can tell, I'm putting it on YouTube. Who cares? If it makes you feel good, then do it. That's all we want. We just want to feel so good about ourselves. Tip number 4, write lists. Get everything that is in your head out, then prioritize it. And my top tip is to do a little box next to each one so that you can tick off everything, and it is just so satisfying. Tip number 5. Okay, so gratitudes. Writing down your gratitudes. I love doing this. Sometimes we feel so crappy, we forget about all the good things that we have in our lives. So I like to take some time just to sit down and be thankful for everything that I have. Even the simplest thing of being able to make a cup of tea is great for me. Tip number 6. Get your ass outside. Just get out. Sometimes you really do have to force yourself out. I have to do it myself. And just take some deep breaths, take in that fresh air, and it just feels so much better just doing that on its own. And if you can, step out a little further and have a little spin around. Just have a little fun, jump down, have a little boogie. Just do stuff that makes you happy. Gives you a laugh. Just have a little laugh. Tip number 7. Get up, move your body, do some exercise. If you're more like me, I'm not somebody that is actually able to do a lot of exercise, but I do love myself a bit of yoga. It just makes me feel so much better. Even if I just lie on the floor and put my arms above my head, just try and stretch out a little bit. Just something, just to get my body moving a little bit more than it was. Get rid of those stiff sort of muscles. It's just so nice. Tip number 8, meditation. I love myself a little bit of meditation. I do this when my mind is just full of crap and I can't focus my mind and I've got too much going on in my head. Tip number 9, food, glorious food. So your diet, what it is that you're putting into your body. I've learned over the years that what you put into your body makes a massive impact on how you feel. even your symptoms. I've changed my entire diet and my symptoms have reduced, especially when it comes to my pain. So find what works for you. For me, it is a clean, whole food based diet. And tip number 10, drink more water. We all know it and yet we all forget it so often. The amount of times I've had a headache or I can't put my thoughts together properly, and it's all just because I'm a little bit dehydrated.
And I hope that you found some of those tips useful and you didn't cringe too much watching it as much as I did. And if you do have any of your own tips that you would like to share with me, I'd be very grateful, because I do like to try anything and everything to see what works for me and my body. If you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And like I say, if you've got any of your own tips, please comment below.